Yeah, get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends.
I think what happened was when the Spice Girls came, there was no one out there like them. And they were the first girl group, I think, that people could go, wow, they're individuals.
Girl power.
Yeah!
I just kept thinking, surely they could have found 5 girls who can sing.
Regardless of their singing ability, it was like each and every one of them had a specific image. It was almost like a living cartoon.
All I can say is good to finally be, getting sworn for pop music.
That was one of the most memorable moments, actually, of that era with the Spice Girls.
Pop music's rebirth was also helped along by the barely post-pubescent Tulsa trio, Nsync.
Like, wow, they sound young. It's either a little girl or kind of sounds like young guys. I saw the video. It was 3 cute young guys playing their own instruments. Yeah. And that was amazing to me.
The 1-2 punch of Nsync and the Spice Girls made MTV safe for pop music once again. And it wasn't long before the return to the charts of the ultimate teeny bopper act, one that follows a time-tested formula, the boy band.
5 young guys, they look good, they can dance, they can sing. It's simple. It doesn't really take a rocket scientist to figure out why these boy bands are so large.
Boy band is put together by a record company, told what to do, they lip sync, and that's everything opposite of what we are. That's why we're kind of like cringe every time we hear it.
Thinking you was a little girl and boy groups, all you do is annoy me, so I have been sitting here to destroy you.
Boy bands, or male vocal groups, as many of them prefer to be called, have been and probably always will be the single greatest target of those who oppose the sometimes prefab nature of pop. And those enemies of artifice were given even more ammunition when they saw a boy band come together before their very eyes on the MTV-produced show, Making the Band.
When they see something as well marketed as this, they automatically think that it's fake. People today, they watch the show Making the Band. They're like, "Oh, is that how y'all did it?" And we're like, "No."
It's the same thing as Survivor, and someone's got to get voted off, and it's big business now. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to the music. And if it's good music, it'll stick around. If it's not, then it'll fall by the wayside.
The late 90s pop explosion happily coincided with the opening of MTV's Times Square studio, offering pedestrians a pop culture peep show. The hit show Total Request Live meant throngs of fans now had daily access to the reigning pop princes and teen queens.
Your video is like big time right now on TRL.
Yeah, I saw it on MTV like 3 days ago. It was really cool. It was really cool. I just hauled all my friends out, Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? It was so silly, but that was a really cool moment.
We were up in the studio with Carson, and we were talking about the record and launching Millennium.
The New York Police Department's not allowing us to go to the windows and wave at everybody because they're afraid somebody's going to get hurt.
I was like, man, I can't believe it.
If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way.
TRL has been very good to me. It is an important show if you want to be a mainstream pop artist.
As MTV has grown and changed over the years, so has the pop scene. Since its inception in 1981, MTV has evolved with pop. Both are now more diverse than ever. Pop has become the one genre where all genres meet.
I think MTV has dictated what is pop. They take chances on different artists, and the next thing you know, they're pop.
MTV can't take all the credit for the staggering success of today's teen pop. These days, the genre's audience and the marketing muscle behind it are bigger and stronger than ever. The in-your-face force of pop's recent renaissance has brought on the familiar critiques of pop pundits everywhere. Too safe, too manufactured, downright bland. And once again, critics and artists alike are predicting pop's demise.
What's the deal with this pop life, and when is it gonna fade out?
I think we've kind of had our fill of this whole, pop thing.
It's almost become like a weird, interactive, psychotic festival of anybody can be a star.
Real W, Samantha Mumbo.
This whole, pop thing is real faddish to me. You see this group here, and you see that group, okay, well, what's the difference between the two? Nothing stands out. It's just like, man, when is this gonna be over?
People consider it to be cookie cutter and very predictable. There has to be just this certain style of choreography, this certain style of clothes. The video has to be shot this certain way.
Pop has become associated with manipulating the public, bands that are created for the sole purpose of shifting T-shirts, school bags, and things like that. I think pop has become a dirty word.
From boy toy breakthroughs to boy bands gone bust, from Thriller to thongs, from unusual girls to independent women, over the past 20 years, pop on MTV has covered every ground imaginable. And although some are once again predicting another pop demise, this music has proven itself pretty resilient at bouncing back from such a backlash. So what's next for pop music?
I think pop music definitely is gonna go to another level.
The thing you got to realize, what we're doing is not a trend.
As long as there's kids and teenagers, there's always going to be pop. There's always going to be boy bands and girl bands. It might die off and then it'll come back again. It will definitely come back again.